discipline is really. It's the ability to stay focused on one thing for a long period of time. And I think most people don't realize how bad their attention span is, or how much discipline they lack, until they really start to suffer from it.
Love him or hate him, Andrew Tate's take on discipline is something you can't afford to ignore. In times when motivation is fleeting, this controversial figure's eccentric wisdom challenges us to rethink our approach to achieving greatness. Join us as we dig deeper into Tate's philosophy and uncover the surprising insights that might just redefine how you pursue your goals. You know, one of the biggest mental hurdles we all face is relying too much on motivation and feelings to get things done. We've been conditioned to wait for that spark of motivation or the right mood to strike before taking action. But as Andrew Tate bluntly puts it,
discipline's a real thing. Motivation is fleeting.
Yeah.
You're never going to be permanently motivated. Whether I'm in the mood to do it or I'm not in the mood to do it, it gets done. That's discipline.
it's such a simple yet profound realization. Motivation is temporary and can't be relied upon consistently. True progress and achievement come from ingrained discipline, the ability to take action regardless of how you feel in that moment. Tate drives this point home with a pretty bold statement.
You're going to be able to compete with the person who performs regardless of how they feel if you only compete when you feel like competing, right? Because there's men like me out there who will be sad every day and outcompete you regardless. I don't care how I feel, I will still win. And that's the kind of mindset you need to adopt.
And he's not wrong. The people who reach the highest levels of success aren't the ones waiting around for motivation. They're the ones who have cultivated a mindset of relentless execution. Emotions be damned. The core of his message is to adopt a mindset of relentless execution, emotions aside. Don't use feelings as an excuse to underperform or take your foot off the gas. By training yourself to take action consistently, regardless of your emotional landscape, you gain an edge over those who only operate at peak when they feel like it. This brings us to the next point. You know, one of the most powerful mindset shifts Tate talks about is this idea of adopting beliefs that serve your success, even if they seem irrational or crazy to others. He says,
If you want to be that person, you have to have a certain mindset. And that's what my mindset is. And I know that sounds crazy. It's not so much of me looking and going, what's true? It's more about me believing in what I need to believe to be as successful as possible.
Now, this may sound a bit out there at first, but think about it. Our beliefs shape our reality in profound ways. The stories we tell ourselves directly impact our motivation, resilience, and drive to achieve our goals. Tate gives a pretty extreme example to illustrate his point.
I understand that it's truthful that if somebody shoots me with a gun, I'm probably going to die. But I will not believe that because I don't think that's advantageous to me. I believe it's advantageous for me to say, go on, then fucking shoot me. I guarantee you you're dead. I guarantee you I ain't going to die and I'm coming for you. And if I truly believe it, I think it gives me a better chance.
Now, obviously that's an exaggerated scenario, but you get his main philosophy. Adopt a mindset of unwavering self-belief, even if it defies conventional logic or probability. Because at the end of the day, your mindset is a powerful tool that can either propel you towards your ambitions or sabotage your efforts. The question is, what empowering beliefs could you adopt right now to transform your approach and unlock more of your potential? It's food for thought from an unconventional mind like Tate's. Reframe your self-talk, visualize success vividly, and watch how it impacts your drive and determination. Another piece of advice from Tate that really stuck out to me is this idea of passion. He says,
I'm sure you like playing video games. Maybe 1%, 0.1% can make money from video games, right? Most people, you ain't ever going to make it.
Yeah.
Do you think the guy in China who owns a concrete plant is passionate about concrete? Fuck no. It's money.
and it's so true. We're often told to follow our passion when it comes to work and career. But the reality is, most jobs or businesses that make good money aren't inherently glamorous or passion-inducing. Tate's perspective flips this notion on its head. He argues that instead of chasing those elusive passions that may never pay the bills, we need to be passionate about success itself. As he boldly states,
be passionate about success. If you're passionate about money, then you can be passionate about anything. I'll be passionate about any business on earth that pays me. If you pay me $1 billion to dig that hole, I'll be very passionate about that hole. I will dig that hole with passion. for the cash.
Now he's using hyperbole to make his point. But there's wisdom here. Reframe your mindset to find passion and fulfillment in the process of creating value and generating wealth, even if the work itself isn't glamorous. Because eventually, having passion for your craft is amazing if you can make it profitable. But being passionate about success itself, about providing for yourself and your loved ones, that's a more realistic and sustainable driver. So instead of waiting for that magical passion job to appear, bring passion and energy to whatever ethical work allows you to prosper. Find intrinsic satisfaction in the hustle, self-improvement, and fruits of your labor. That's a mindset shift that could just revolutionize your approach to work and career. To kick things off as having a healthy ego, let's define what we mean by a healthy ego. Your ego is essentially your sense of self-worth and self-identity. A healthy ego means having a balanced, realistic view of your capabilities and value, without being egotistical or arrogant. Now, this idea of cultivating a healthy ego is one of Tate's more controversial points, but hear him out.
I've looked around at what I see, and I'm up there. I'm the man. I'm the top 5%. I'm the top 1%. Who out there can do more than what I can do or lives better than what I do? You know what? I'm doing well. If you really believe that in yourself, then what's going to happen is you're going to feel motivated to prove it.
Now, that's a pretty bold statement of self-belief. But Tate's core message is, having an empowered sense of your own value and abilities can be a powerful motivating force. It pushes you to live up to your own lofty expectations. He doubles down.
But if you're going to wake up every day and work your ass off and make money and buy cars and train and be in fantastic physical shape and do all these things to prove your ego, so when someone comes along and goes, well, what's your problem? You say, I ain't got a problem. My life's good. Then you're going to have a very fantastic life.
Having a healthy ego, an authentic belief in your own worth and potential, gives you a why to strive and hustle. As Tate asks,
why would you train or work hard if you don't have an ego? If you don't have an ego and you're not all about me and what I am and who I am, why would you even care?
Now, obviously, unchecked arrogance is a problem. But looking at it through Tate's lens, cultivating a healthy self-perception, harnessing that inner voice that says, I'm capable of greatness, that mentality could just be the rocket fuel you need to actualize your goals. Want more valuable insights? Subscribe to our channel for weekly doses of motivation and strategies for success. Don't just dream it, make it happen.